Hello YouTube, this is Lisa. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I'm doing great. If this is your first time visiting my channel, I would like to welcome you. And if you are a return viewer, thank you for coming back again. It is Saturday, April 26th. It is 10:06 and I am headed outside. I'm late, but just going slow this morning. And it had been raining 5 days, not straight air all day, every day, but it rained enough that I could not go into the garden that much at all this week. And so like it rained every day since last Sunday. So it is, the grass is pretty high. And I have a lot to do. I have a lot to transplant. I have a lot to plant. And I'm just opening up the video here in the house because once I get outside, it may not be much talking. Of course, now, I can find something to talk about sometime. So, I'll probably pick y'all up and start talking to y'all. But, because once I see those ants, I'm going to get angry. I already know it. I will. And so, but I'm going to go on outside. I got my stuff ready. And my sister's already out there. And she's been in and out. And I know she's ready for me to get on out there. I am going to go ahead and get started. So I will be right back. Last year I didn't get a chance to. But I do want to fill these pockets. These holes of these blocks with soil. Because that's growing space. And we could be growing something in those. Oh, that was a lizard. I thought that was a no shoulders. I have been just laying these tarps down and I need to put them up. I know I don't need to be walking on this. Y'all don't have to say that because I already know it. And I know that I need to watch when I'm picking up this tarp. That little worm right there, you can keep him out here. This looks good, y'all. I think ants are probably there, but this looks good. So, we have this here. Need to move it out the way. That one runs over there. Who is that blowing their horn? I thought that I was going to grow corn over here. And I'm just nervous about growing corn. And I probably could do it. I'm sure I could. But you all, when you get into too much, something you're not going to do well. Y'all probably sick of hearing me say it, but my sister and I both, we work full time. And we are really overwhelmed with what we have, what we're growing. We're overwhelmed. But we want to grow our own food. So we just keep on pushing. But I feel like if I were to start growing corn, I'm not going to do it well. And I hate for this space to be full of corn that I don't get any corn out of it. And I will be upset. I will be totally upset if that happens. Like, I had that whole space out there to grow corn and none grew or nothing happens. Now, if you don't try, you don't know. You won't know until you try it. But we get corn, and it's not from the store. So that's why I'm not worried. Now, if the store was the only place that I knew I could get corn, then yeah, I would go on and try it. But it's not. We can get homegrown corn because we know some people that grow it, and we know some people who sell it, and we know them, and we know their growing habits. And they are organic growers, farmers, and we can get corn from them. So that's why I feel like, why should we waste our energy when we can, again, stick us a bunch of tomato plants in here? Because my sister's trying out some tomatoes this year, and we need that space for that. Then again, we may end up putting corn in there. I don't know. I got the seeds. This soil is very good. It is very good. It is very good and rich. It's black gold. It's what it is. And this is in ground. It's probably only like 3-4 inches of soil. Then it's the native ground. And our native, ooh, that stuff is clay. It's hard. I'll show you what it looks like. That's native soil right there. And it's hard. It's soft right now because it is wet. But it's clay. That's our native soil here. But see how the grass need cutting bad. Got a weed eater and cut around here because we wanted to put some black fabric around this because we want to grow our figs right out here. And we'll put some fabric down here. Yeah, I'm stalling around. I got to get busy because I got a lot to do. Right here where this bed is busted open, it started last year. And we're going to take the soil and move it over, and then we're going to close up that gap. Our soil actually looks better than this stuff I just poured in here. See, that's just wood chips. That's all this is. It's wood chips. There's no boo-boo in this. I ought to take this back and tell them, take it off the shelves. Rename it. Because it is not compost manure. It's not manure in it. It smells like cedar. Got ants there in the center that are going to have to be treated. I don't know if you can see them marching and busy working. I probably didn't do a good thing because I have kind of spreaded them. Because see, they're all over here too. These sugar snaps finally decided to grow up this trellis. It's still some that are trying to hold on to some of the other plants, but trying to get them to go on and grow up that and produce some peas. So right behind here are a bunch of ants. These carrots trying to come in. See them right there? So we got these. We're gonna do we're not gonna put Big Mama over here, but it's in the thing with them. So a black brandy wine and Cherokee purple, boxcar Willie, and Paul Roberson, and I think that's a mushroom basket. And then we're gonna have 2 pots. I guess we can start peppers here, and then we'll have some empty pots down there. But that's what we're gonna do. And these plants are the ones we'll be saving the seeds for, because they'll be growing in these pots. And so that's what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna put a pepper, probably Tabasco hybrid poblano, heirloom poblano. Then these pots will all be empty, and then those, once we harvest those potatoes, they'll be empty too. And we're gonna put a basil in 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 each one of these pots too. Okay, so these 3 pots, we've already got the others down there planted, and these are 3 that's left. So I was just let y'all see how we got these, how we're planting these. This is a Cherokee purple. We have some that look better than that, but so we'll put black brandy wine, Cherokee purple, and boxcar Willie. And these onions, they're doing real good. Some of them they were really small when we first put them in, and they got kind of buried, but here we've been trying to pull that soil away from around them. Because if you let that soil get on the bulb won't get big, but that one's doing real good. It was big when we put it in there, so it is going good. Ants are crawling everywhere, but I don't think there is a problem with them in these bags here. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. Okay. It is basil growing up in these, and we're gonna put a basil plant in here as well in each one of these pots. And I'm going real deep. Now this Cherokee purple is not that big, so can't go too far. That boxcar willow is pretty big, so I'll go deep with him with that one. I have bone meal here. Put down in each hole. Plenty of bone meal. Plenty of phosphorus. They'll need that. This is our all-purpose fertilizer. Okay, and I'm gonna do some earthworm castings. And this is Epsom salt. It may be a myth and it may not work, but we don't really have problems with blossoming rock. And we use Epsom salt. So everybody can do what they want to do in their own garden. And we use Epsom salt. Okay, this one is the boxcar willy. And it is a nice looking starter plant. Started from seed on Valentine's Day. I am going to take off this leaf. I may take that leaf off too. And I'm putting this plant way down in there like that. And another thing I did last year, and I forgot about that, but I'm going to put some bone meal right in here, halfway up. This one is Cherokee purple. And it's already growing all these little bitty suckers. Put some bone meal right here. Work that in. These are black brandywine and Big Mama. So my sister's bringing us some worms put down in there. So I'm gonna put that one in there. I'm gonna take this. Take all these off. And my sister just dropped 2 or 3 worms down in there. Block. Whoops. Put some of this bone meal right there. I'm gonna get some of this worm castings too. Since we just plopped them in there. She raised up that tarp and it was a bunch of worms. And that's why she was putting the worms over here. See, I went way deep with that plant and you saw how big he was, how long and deep he was. And I went deep down in that soil with him. And he is going to love. He's going to be strong because he's almost down there. He's way down there. And he's just going to grow to be a huge plant. I should have got some of my mulch to the side so that I could put it around here. So there's that, you all. We'll get some water and put in here. But this soil is really, really moist because it's been raining all week. And that is that. So I'm going to leave it. They are spreading out all over this They're probably gonna be all in this bed. A little bit of fertilizer down in there. Bone meal in there. And worm castings. Y'all probably thinking, what is she getting ready to put in that hole there, in that furrow? Just kind of mix that a little bit. You don't have to do this when you direct sowing seeds. You sure don't. But when my seeds germinate, I mean, these ants just coming. Here they come. They're coming. When my seeds germinate, they will just come on up and feed on that what I just put in there. So these are Alabama black-eyed butter bean. They're lima beans, but they're Alabama black-eyed butter bean. They are delicious, you all. They're the best I ever tasted. Last year, I grew Hendersons, and they weren't as good. These ants, they're coming. I'm stirring around in here, and here they come. And I want to go ahead and close that up, and I'll just push my seed down in there. I put that one onion in, and I looked up and the battery was dead on the camera. I'm putting these onions in, and they are huge. Look at the roots. So I'm just having to tear them away from each other. These ants are spreading out all over this because they're all down in this hole. Gosh. They are all down in this hole. And they were just over there. And now I came over here to work, and here they come. And they making paths. They're going to be all over this bed. I got some other little onions that I want to put in here. Okay, got all them planted. All ants and all. Some of these onions need clipping, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead, take that much of those onion tops off. And I done cut these before. I cut them before they were even planted. Okay, so I went ahead and got these little onions down in here best I can. The ants are busy, as you can see, down in here. It's 5:02 and I really need to go on in the house because I'm tired. But we got the onions over there planted. I put beans down the center of this, and we got those big onions planted. And then this is sweet peas, and they're just now putting on flowers. Birds been pooping on them. But been trying to make them just grow on up this trellis, but all they want to do is hook on to each other. But that's what that is. These tomato plants, they are down through here. We put those in, and got those in. And this is a poblano. It's an heirloom one. And then this is the hybrid one. And then this is Tabasco. And then these two pots are empty. But I'll be bringing something else out here because these potatoes, it ain't gonna be long and they'll be ready to be harvested, you know, whenever they die back. That is tomatoes. These are Yukon Gold, and this is red gnarling. Just trying to make sure there's no potatoes on top of the soil. But the potatoes are down in here. So whenever I am ready to harvest, I'm gonna get me a tarp, put it down right here, and turn the container over on top of the tarp and dig my potatoes out. That's how I harvest. That's why it's better to grow them in containers like that. We amended this bed. My neighbor came and he put those 3 little stakes down to close it back because it was all the way over there. But ants, oh my goodness, they're marching all down through there and they're coming this way. I'm gonna show you. See, that's what I'm saying. That diatomaceous earth, they don't do nothing. They don't do a thing. See, I amended it and I didn't realize that they were right there. And see how they coming and they marching down through here. And now they going this way. And they're going right in there. I don't know, they're going down in there. I'm gonna have to give me some hot water, something. That bed over there, my sister pulled out some of the dead ones, and then she put more peas in there. So they're up. And back up here on the patio, we have this toothache plant, and it didn't have many to survive from when I started seeds, but I got this one, so I'm gonna put it in this grow bag here. That is oregano. I forgot which one it is. Greek oregano. And my sister put that in there. It's one of the starter plants she bought. These are horehound. We started these from seed. Same day I did the toothache plant. And she put them in this grow bag. And then these are marshmallow. Yeah, this is marshmallow. The green stalk right here. Got strawberries coming. And that's one. Oh, something ate on that. Sure have. We need to wrap this up. We need to wrap this up. I need to tell her right now. Go in there and get that. It might have been a lizard did it. There's some little strawberries down in there. Been ate out of. This one has been eaten. Right there. Just like that. Been eaten. We'll take him off. So I guess that's how we'll leave that. Okay, you all, so these are peaches. They're off my neighbor's tree, but ours are doing the same thing. It's like they're falling off of the peach tree, off of the tree. And something, we have to read up on it, but something is like boring into these, I think, making them weak and they're falling off. And they have some kind of gel on them, clear looking gel. I guess it's sap, I don't know. And they're just falling off, making them weak and fall off. But the tree is still full of fruit. I just don't know why, what it's doing. I might have to use some of Miss Gail's kaolin clay to put on and protect these. Okay, I am going to plant some carrots in here. And I'm gonna put some of this biotone fertilizer in there. Did you locked up out there? I'm putting that in because I'm really not supposed to be out here because I was told I don't need to plant anything else today because it's been out here long enough. But I want to plant these black nebula carrots, black nebula carrots, and I'm gonna put them in here. And this is at least, I think it's at least a foot deep. So I'm gonna put this fertilizer in here. This is pretty good soil. It's been amended, but that was a few weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. We got plenty of rain, plenty of nitrogen this week. I had to switch over and start using my phone as my camera. Well, the batteries really, they went dead. And my microphone batteries went dead. And I didn't. I am going to go ahead and water this right now. Okay. Just gonna water it like that. I know you really don't have to make no rows or anything with carrots because they don't need to go deep. But I'm just gonna do that. For those, I've never grown these, so I don't know how big they're gonna get. I got these from the Oak Lady, and my sister told me to plant these carrots and come on in the house. Ooh, look at these, gonna be some big carrots. You see some big carrot seeds. Okay, well, put those in. I'm gonna mash them in real good. Put that on there. And just gonna cover most of it up. Just sit that there. All right, you all. So that's it. Okay, you all. I am tired. I'm gonna end this video. Got my tools here. These tools have worked hard today. And I am ooh, y'all hear that? These we had some big roots that were growing under the fabric out there on beyond the melon mound. So neighbor, he had been out here and he left and he came back. He had been to the co-op and he come back and brought us some sugar baby watermelon plants here. These sugar baby watermelon plants. And so yeah, he had went in the house, showered, and went to the co-op. And then when he come back, he was helping us see what was under that fabric. And oh, it was muddy. Ooh, it was muddy out there. So then it messed up his shower. But he was had already been gone, come back. So then we went and looked at his watermelons. He's got watermelons planted, and he was so excited because he had started him some seeds, and his seedlings did well. His seeds germinated well. And I had given him some plants, some honeydew melons and watermelons, and he got them all set out today. So went and looked at that, and oh, he has some pretty flowers. He and his sister both, they have pretty flowers over there. And a lot of them were planted by their mother, but during her life, she grew a lot of beautiful flowers over there. And they just all come back. They all, every year. Those flowers, roses, real roses, not knockout, real roses. They just come back every year. And their mother planted them, a lot of them. And I mean, even like when they first moved over there many years ago, and she went to planting flowers then, and that probably was in the 60s that they moved over there. And those flowers still come back. They do, and they're just as pretty as they can be. And so that's why they always have pretty plants and stuff, and you know, wherever they want to put in something new, they put in something new, and that grows well too. So as long as that property is over there, it's just going to be pretty, beautiful. And then, I mean, after we looked at that, then took him some tomato plants, and he we planted him some tomato plants over there. Then came back over here, and here I go. Over here doing stuff. Supposed to been in the house a long time ago. My sister's already in the house. She told me, she said, you are not planting anything else today. Put them seeds up and come on in the house. And I said, please let me plant my carrots. She said, okay, plant them and come on in the house. And so just gonna clean up my tools and go on in the house. But it's been a long day, and it's a lot of this stuff probably would have already been done, but it rained so much this week, and just couldn't get out here. There's a lot of stuff should have been done, like these carrots, they should have been done. And the everything should have already been in. Tomatoes is okay, because our tomatoes, they're just now getting ready where they can be put in. So yeah, those everything probably should have already been put in, but it's everything I've done this growing season has been late. I've started seeds late. Everything has just been late. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. When you get too many things that need to be done, and it gets overwhelming, because then I just start to think about it, and it's like, while you're sitting here thinking about it, you could be going ahead and doing something. I look at the plants and stuff sometimes, and I think, this is why I'm doing it. This is why I'm doing it, because I just love it. So you all, y'all stay safe, stay well, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.